So Mehil, how did you come to learn NVC?
I came to learn NVC in two different phases of my life. The second one was in 2010, when I was in the process of separating from my ex-partner now, and I was amazed with how much conflict was going on at that time. We were struggling with each other, trying to find out who was right, who was wrong, and all that. And I had a chat with a friend of mine just about all these struggles, and she told me there is something that is called NVC. And then I did remember that 8 years before, when I was doing a parenting course offered by our Byron Shire Council, the facilitator, she actually recommended all parents to look into NVC as a way to support raising our children. It's just that back in 2002, somehow I wasn't ready to hear, and in 2010 I was.
So how has learning NVC with Paulette made a difference to your life?
Yeah, NVC has been making a difference in my life, also in two main ways. First way is that I have been able to learn more and more about myself. I now know more about my so many conditionings, by the so many belief systems that I have, and I'm able to be more aware when all this starts coming up, which I think is very important for me. Yeah, I'm able to be more myself. The second way is I'm also able to consider other people, because there is this other side of the coin all the time, and especially when we relate to other people, that makes a big difference for me. If I'm able to see that I'm not alone, that the person I'm relating to is going through their similar things that I go through.
What has supported you in making NVC part of your way of life?
Yeah, what supported me in is the regular practice. Yeah, it's the only way that I find that I can get more and more familiar with what's going on for me really, and what could be going on with other people. And it's like any sport. If you really want to get better at any sport, you need to practice that sport. There is no other way. So practice for me has been very important.
So how long have you been attending Paulette's Friday coaching sessions, Mehil?
I have been coming to the Friday fortnightly practice groups since 2010, basically straight after I did the foundation training with Paulette, which went over 2 weekends. And one of the reasons why I was drawn to do the foundation course with Paulette was because I knew that she was offering a practice group as well, and because I do see the importance of having a regular practice. That's that's what made me start straight away.
So what has kept you attending the group coaching so regularly?
I have been attending the practice group so regularly because of a number of things. First of all, it's always a small group of people attending, and that allows being heard and to listen to all the other participants. A second thing is, clearly I see the benefits in my life, and an example is with my children, that they can sense the difference of how I relate to them when they know about how parents of their friends relate with each other and with them as well. Then there is this other aspect that I have a view that I need to be reminded of things. I forget, and the practice group gives me that. Every couple of weeks I always have reminders coming up about this, that, or the other. And I also can see an importance, in my case, of having a time to rest from the daily life by just going to a practice group and enjoying 2 hours that I don't have to do anything else. I don't have to check on emails. I don't have to work. I'm there to have a rest, and rest is important for me.
So I'm remembering you once said you had a powerful incident in your work where NVC was helpful.
Yeah, I had these experiences many years ago in my taxi driving job. I had these male passengers coming into my cab, and I remember there was a fear that hit me straight away. It was some kind of sensing that I could have been in some danger. And I would say I could have labeled them as criminals. And I was able to relate to the passenger sitting next to me in a way that he felt really heard by me. There was no judgment going on by me towards him. And that, I would say, made all the difference, because the energy that was happening in the taxi ride was totally different, and there was a lot of peace, and everything happened very well. At the end of the taxi ride, the passenger sitting next to me, he pulled up his wallet to pay me. At that moment, the passenger behind was querying him, "What are you doing?" And then I realized that those guys, they would have gone into my cab with a plan of not paying me and maybe even doing something else towards me. And then I was grateful that by me being able to relate to them, I could actually transform the situation to a win-win for all of us.
Is there anything else you would like to say in relation to Paulette's support with your integrating NVC into your life?
About Paulette's support, it's clear to me how much knowledge she has and how much experience she has in that field, and it makes me feel confident about my practice, that I'm actually able to improve bit by bit. And another aspect is she is always offering different strategies from session to session, so we can practice the same things essentially in different ways, and that I find it very useful too. Another important aspect is, if and when I am facing a difficult situation in my daily life, I can bring that situation into our practice group, and that can be actually discussed by all the participants, and invariably I will go home having processed that difficult situation and be able to find an easier way to handle that.